We're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
Inside
Oh my
joke.
god. Oh my god. The fact that you've been gone and I haven't had to hear that's been a godsend. I'm gonna regret every minute that you come back and that happens and go away at vacations.
Boy, the second I come back, you better believe I'm playing that in front of your door because it's gonna be ironic and funny. Anyway, we're back. This is technically episode 20. I messed up and we never did episode 18, so there's a lost episode somewhere. It's in the computer somewhere. It's a lost episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, episode 20. A lot has happened. Not only Tuesday's stream, but Thursday's stream as well. And a lot of news.
Big
like a lot of news. Alright.
big news.
Yeah. So first off, we're gonna cover Tuesday's stream and some of the leaks that came with it. So Alex, you wanna take it?
Okay, so we'll start off with a few of the spoilers first, and then we'll move on to the actual stream. First things first, Transit Revenger Masquerade. Grade 1, act, cost, rearguard, counterblast 1, put this unit to your soul, call Blaster Dart from your drop zone to rearguard, and it gets power +5 until the end of turn. And then continuous on rearguard, during the battle that it boosted, it gets power +3, so it becomes, it's an 11k booster and a way to get your Blaster Darts back from grave.
Honestly, this card is just telling me that Mordred's gonna be a Shadow Gansalot, in a way.
I mean, it's probably gonna work with Blaster Blade just like Cancelot, but it's probably gonna have a form of retiring Blaster Darks for something, I would say, and then this is just gonna get your Blaster Dart back.
Pretty much. I mean, the whole rule mechanic is around Blaster Blade and Gansalot around Blaster Blade, so the fact that this guy is focusing on Blaster Dart just strengthens the theory.
Mm-hmm. Then they went to announce all the VRs for the set. Of course, we got Mordred, and then Luzinary. What was his name? The other Masquerade, the Grade 2 guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he's apparently going to be a VR from the looks of it. We got a new Murakumo unit for Murakumo. A new DI unit, RIP, Raichianamon. But guy looks cool. Like, hopefully he can carry the weight.
Honestly,
and of
when
course,
I first saw it, I thought it was Amon.
Yeah, me too. And then I was like, oh, so that's not Amon? Okay. But Quasi art looks nice. I'll give it that.
True.
And then, of course, Lukier for Silverthorn. And I don't know how I feel about the full art for that, because it has like two presenters taking up half the frame of that.
I mean, you don't notice it in the actual art of the card that got leaked, but
But when we get to like the SVR, if that's in there,
depending on how they do it.
Alright, so starting off with cards first, Silverthorn, because we got a lot of leaks from them, and spoiler alert to anybody that tried to pick up Pale Moon in response to this, I feel bad for you, because only the PG and like a few cards are going to be worth it, because this is a whole Silverthorn build and a whole different... They gave it the DI treatment.
Also, real quick disclaimer, because I forgot to mention, the reason I'm being very quiet is because I'm overseas. And if I'm loud enough, the whole block can hear me.
You know what's funny? For once, I'm going to be the loud one in the video.
I know, right?
For once, everybody's going to hear me and not you.
I know, right?
Alright, starting with the grade 1. Silverthorn Conjurer Rumi.
Whatever.
Grade 1, act, rear guard, cost, rest this unit and put it into your soul. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck and put any number of cards with Silverthorn in their card names from among them into your soul and put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Seems pretty good, because your triggers ain't going to be Silverthorn, so you're just going to stack everything but your triggers into your soul, and then...
I mean, the old Silverthorn back in the day had something like this, and basically the game at that point was called There's Only Triggers in My Deck.
Next is a grade 3 rare called Silverthorn Beast Tamer Doreen. Auto Vanguard Rearguard at the end of your turn cost, put all of your other rear guards into your soul. Draw a card for every 2 cards put into your soul by this cost. If you put 4 more cards, return a grade 3 card with Silverthorn in its card name from your soul to your hand and then retire that unit on rear guard. Yeah, it's hand plussing for Excel deck that really needed it. I can't say anything bad about it. The only thing it's gonna suck is
It's
if
a
you go
good
against
card.
Narukami. Just be careful going against Narukami. That's all I gotta say. You suck all those rear guards up, and
I
you
mean,
just have that.
It's still a good card. I mean, all your key rear guards stay in your soul. You draw a card. I mean, it's
I mean,
it's better than getting them bound.
with an Excel circle, one Excel circle and a full board, you return 6. Say a full board, you draw 3 and get a grade 3, so you plus 4.
Exactly.
So that seems pretty good. Next one, grade 2, Silverthorn Marionette Lillian. Triple rare. Auto. Vanguard Rear Guard. When placed from hand, costs Counterblast 1. Search your deck for up to 1 card with Silverthorn in its card name and put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. Toolbox. Search your pieces. And the other skill is Auto Rear Guard. When it attacks the Vanguard, if your soul has 4 more cards with Silverthorns in their different card names, this unit gets power plus 10. So it becomes 19 on its own.
I mean, the toolbox is great and all, but unless they get a counter charger, it's very high cost, especially with the VR, what it does. The
Yeah.
10K is honestly the reason you want to run this, because power in Excel, yes.
It's great setup cards. That's all I'm looking at is everything here is set up except for the grade 3, which is pluses you, and then even the VR pluses you. It's a great plus engine, but
Cover the grade 3, please.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, that's the next card. So Silverthorn Dragon Tamer, look here. Continuous Vanguard Rear Guard. During your turn, if you call 2 or more cards from your soul, it gets power plus 10. Pretty good. Act Vanguard. Once per turn, cost Counterblast 2. Discard a card from your hand. Call any number of cards with Silverthorn in their different card. Wait, there's a card with Silverthorn in their card names from soul. 2 Rear Guard. All of your front row rear guards get power plus 3 until your turn.
I mean, it's
So
a high cost, but that's good.
Yeah, you're just filling up your board from nothing. You're not using your hand, so you can just, discard your card you draw every turn and just make a board again. And with the other grade 3, you're just like, hey, well, let me slurp them all back up at the end of the turn and pretty much draw a bunch of cards. So
And the fact
It's
that
not
she
like
can
the
gain,
oh,
and
go
the
ahead.
fact that she could gain plus 10K on Vanguard or Rear Guard just makes her even better if she's in Soul.
And a lot of people are like, well, you'll never get that grade 3, but then again, remember, you have a grade 1 that can put these things in the soul, and you got a grade 2 that can just search the grade 3 and slap it in the soul, so it's not like you're not going to miss your pieces.
I mean, even the grade 3 can use its own effect to put a grade 3 from your hand into the Soul.
Exactly, so
And then use the
Yeah.
other grade 3 to get it back.
yeah, so it's not like you're losing anything. So I think it's pretty good support. It's great. Overall, it's pretty decent aggro. None of
It's
it's
amazing.
None of it's restricted to like having a grade 3 or anything in soul. So as soon as you ride to grade 3, you can do all these skills.
The only problem is it's gonna be mainly a slow phone deck. Like you said, you're not gonna be able to splice almost anything from the previous sets in here.
Only thing that's really going to come over is triggers or some generic support that you really don't, want to run. But
True.
you're more than likely you're just going to go pure Silverthorn.
Okay, what's next?
Got sleeve art. That's it. Next, Dark Irregular Leaks. All right, so
Oh yeah, Yellow Bolt.
yeah, so we got Yellow Bolt in Illical Resistant. We'll cover Yellow Bolt first. Auto triple rare grade 1. Auto rear guard. When it attacks a grade 2 or greater unit, soul charge 1, and it gets power plus 5 to the end of battle. So 13k beater, so it hits most decks pretty much, and it soul charges every turn, which is good. And then auto, when rode upon, you may soul charge 2. If you soul charged a 1 or more triggers, draw a card.
Instant form next to Creeper.
Yeah, like 4 creeper for this 4 Doreen. It's your grade 1's right there.
You have a 2 in 23 chance to hit a right target.
Yeah, like unless you're like, even if you ride Doreen, it's not like, that's the only downside is riding Doreen now.
Like I said, 2 in 3 chance.
Yeah, and all the soul charging you're getting is just great. I play tested this a little bit already, and if you're running the glass cannon, dude, this thing gets you there so fast if you get to ride it first.
Well, damn.
Because
I
not
think
only
the
do you
grade 2.
soul-
I think the grade 2 that came with it is not worth mentioning that much.
Yeah, it's decent. I like it because it does help you push. I place tested a little bit. So its skill is auto when it's retired from Guardian Circle during the battle that it intercepted. You may put it into your soul. So if it doesn't die by any meta deck before the battle, you can intercept with it, and it does go into your soul. That's not the big thing. The big thing is the other skill, which is act soul cost to bind this card and choose one of your units and give it power plus 10. So you can pump up your rear guard to go over a trigger if it needed to be, but it is an act skill, so you kind of have to do it beforehand. So.
I can see playing this, especially if DI get enough of a soul charge engine more for the glass cannon. I'm talking about the glass cannon. If they give enough soul charge, I can see running this so that even if you don't have a Doreen combo, you can just throw anything, make it big, and then fifth element, and it'll still be threatening.
You know why this is really good? If you're playing the Ditarium build and you get a Luring Succubus, oh, it's only 8k. No, it's not. We're going to make it 18k. Now it's
True.
8k.
Very, very true. That's why you got Protect too.
It can be useful. Yeah, but it can be useful. It just, we'll have to see how future cards you can show. But it is a common too, so I think, right? Yeah, common, so.
Exactly.
Pretty good common though.
Moving on.
So up next, Central Arrestor. We got more arresters for the Zombaku build.
I don't have the effect on me, so you read the effect and I'm gonna geek over it.
Alright, so it's a grade 2 triple rare?
Double rare.
Double rare. Yeah, continuous rear guard. If it's in the middle back row, this unit can attack the Vanguard from the back row if you have a Vanguard with Dueling Dragon in its card name. If this unit gets power plus 5 for each of your other arresters, units with arrestor in their card name.
Okay, so this is fucking amazing because it can get really, really big. And it's an extra attacker just from behind the Vanguard, just an extra attack, easy. It's even better is, no, yeah, that's it. But space is the issue. I talked already with a friend that helped me build the Murakumo for Munich. And you technically still want to run Fushimi because of the Bermuda matchups and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what might happen is run, of course, 4 of left and 4 of right because you need that engine. 2 of this and about 3 Fushimi. It's kind of heavy, but it could work. Now, my other idea is a complete Dueling Dragon build, so throw away Shoryuken, don't play Fushimi, and just play 4 arresters of each. Like, how fun is that?
The fact that they're given more Dueling Dragon support is good, so there's still a chance for the deck. Kind of like how they did with the Nova Grapplers, even though they gave them something new, they still supported the Bestiality build.
True.
So, we'll see.
I do want to say this.
Onwards!
Wait, I do want to say this. Because the effect says and, I think he does not need to be in the back row to gain the power.
Let me read. No, because it's all part of one skill.
Exactly. So he does not need to be in the back row. He can be on a Excel marker and still gain power from his own effect.
I think it still needs to be in the back row.
I think not because of the and.
There is no and. Oh wait, no, there is an and. Never mind. You have to have the Dueling Dragon part with the and.
Plus, it's a continuous ability.
See, the and is what makes me think it does have to.
We'll wait for someone to make a rulings video. Until then, it gains power.
Alright. Anyways, onward. So, we finally get to see what's going to happen for the next year. Vanguard, because of the stream today.
Yay, my turn. Alright. So, very quietly, today's product stream revealed a lot of stuff, especially what's happening with the anime. So, like 4 months ago they announced that there was going to be a new arc in the anime with a new character and they teased us. Well, today they finally...
new mainish character.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, today they finalized who it was and what it's going to be. And it's going to be, in a sense, in a prequel with Shin Nita as the main character. So the manager Shin is going to be the main character of the anime now.
Oh my god, you know what's funny? I can see now how in the latest episode they showed them hugging. It's probably gonna have them in the middle of a battle and just go to a flashback, and it's gonna be a whole season of a one flashback.
Please no, but at the same time I know Bush and this actually might happen. So, Shin's back. Shin's back. We're gonna see young Misaki. We're gonna see, I believe, Chrono's aunt.
No. Yeah. It's Chrono's aunt, Chrono's father.
Yep. And then a couple of new characters that we don't know about. So,
Yeah.
continuing on, I'm gonna be popping up here. I'm hoping there's space. I'm gonna be popping up here some photos. So this is young Shin's design.
I like his design. I really dig it.
I mean, if you give him a spiral, he's Chrono. I'm sorry. If you give him a spiral, he's Chrono.
You're not wrong. But
Still, continuing. Oh, the protagonist cast. So you got the sensei with absurd shoulder pads for some reason, and then you have a new character, the aunt, and Chrono's dad as the good guys. You got young Misaki, which was hospitalized, so we know what's gonna happen, as well as the young kitty, the cat's here.
yeah, sub manager kitten.
Pretty much. And then you got the antagonists. You got the lady that wants to take over the shop, a kid, some edgy dude, and a butler. I mean, how else would you describe these?
Yeah, pretty much. Interesting part about this though is the clans that these are going to be using.
True,
So,
but
of
before
course-
we get there, there are 3 more characters we got introduced.
Ah, fair enough. But
We got introduced Claret Sword, Vanquisher, and Valios.
yeah, so we're getting Kanazaki, I think his name was, the guy that was like
So we got
weakness is a sin.
Ruga
guy.
Kaizu. Okay, so we got Ruga Kaizu, we got
Kanazaki.
Rutaru Oyama, sorry, yeah, and yes, Yuichiro Kanazaki.
And Ruga, the guy that played original Vanquisher before Henry had it, so might be Vanquisher, which would be happy for me.
Hey, we might be
You're
getting
getting
Claret Sword. And then, I guess, Valios?
Yeah, so apparently this is the guy that got drift righted by Valios, so his name's not Valios, it's his actual character's name. So, but it means that more than likely we're going to be seeing Blue Wave, I think it was.
I think he was Blue Wave, yeah.
Yeah, so we're more likely going to be seeing Blue Wave from him.
So, moving on, now that we know the characters, here are their clans. And we're going to, of course, start with Shin in this picture with Uranus and Valkyrion on it. And yes, Shin is going to be using Genesis. Genesis is going to be a main character clan. Again.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, it deserved it. A lot of these clans that are now like the main villains and main like users, other than Nova, spoiler alert, actually really needed this main character support.
Where's Tachikaze?
I said these needed it. I didn't say all of them got it, but the ones that were most of the ones that were in here needed the support.
Fair enough. But yeah, Shin's gonna be Genesis, and he gets 2 new units, and we're gonna talk about these 2 units and more a little bit later, because dear lord, they're breaking the game with this. But continuing on, we got leaked 3 units, especially what what the Sensei's gonna use, what the new 2 characters gonna use, and what Chrono's dad gonna use, and it's gonna be Nubatama, Angel Feather, and Nova Grappler. But oh, by the way, the new Batama unit, apparently there's rumor that it's going to be tokens with.
Oh no, I think it was confirmed.
Okay, never mind. Confirmed. Yeah, tokens in new Batama.
So that's going to be fun. The Angel Feather guy's having the ride chain back, which is going to be pretty cool.
And I want to point out Chrono's dad using Nova Grapplers, and the Nova Grappler unit. I'm sorry. When I saw
it's
it,
completely new looking.
Not only that, when I saw the picture, that fucking looks like a Gear Chronicle. I'm sorry.
It screamed Gear Chronicle, and then they said Nova, and we thought it was a typo, and it wasn't. So it actually is Nova Grappler with a weird Gear Chronicle looking dragon.
I'm okay. Nova's one of my main clans. I'm okay with this.
So then we move to the antagonists.
Yep, they're gonna be the lady in pink is gonna be using Great Nature, the little kid in green is gonna be using Neo Nectar, and the edgy guy is gonna be using Gold Paladin. So for Great Nature, it's gonna be a fox called Isabel. Neo Nectar is getting Arbor's Dragon back, and Gold Paladin is getting something called Agravian.
Yeah, Agravian was an older Gold Paladin card. I think around Liberators or something like that.
Looks cool.
Right? I think so. He's a retrain, but
Hey, looks cool.
I think, can I just say something that the main antagonist is like a rich lady, and she has a butler, and her main unit is called Elizabeth, something like that. Isabel. It screams like the English butler. We need to show Jeff this. It's a furry English butler, English culture
You're not
deck
wrong.
now.
But the first thing I think when I heard this or when I read the name is like, I don't know where this is from. I've just seen it so many times in gags. Isabel! Whatever. Moving on.
Yes,
The time skip or the prequel is going to be set 10 years before Aichi's arc. So 10 years before Aichi, the anime.
Yeah, the whole plot of this season is basically Shen trying to get card capital from Misaki's parents, and
Or basically
he
not
wants to-
sell it to the pink lady. What about
Yeah, and
that?
apparently the pink lady is some corporation trying to buy out the shop for some reason. I guess it has like a more believable story than going to Cray.
True. And the anime is going to air August 24th, so that's pretty soon.
Yep.
Moving on, opening, ending, who cares about those? TCG news.
Unit.
The unit. So we're going to talk about Uranus first. Every time I say that, I watch W Slasher. Dear Lord. Anyway,
Oh, boy.
Uranus and not... Don't be a kid.
You could just call it Uranus.
That makes it worse. Okay. Uranus has two effects. And of course he's a grade 3. The first effect is Vanguard Continuous. If your Vanguard has 5 or more force markers, your back row center rearguard becomes an Astral Plane. We'll get to that in a bit. His other ability is Auto Vanguard Rearguard. When placed, cause Soul Blast 2, get an imaginary gift force and put that marker on your Vanguard.
By the way, it already has an imaginary gift force skill,
So
like regular.
basically on place Soul Blast 2 force markers on Vanguard right away.
Yep.
And it's a rearguard ability as well, which means you can call in the rearguard and gain more. Oh, and by the way, there's a grade 1 in Genesis that bounces rearguards to hand. Just saying. So fun. And the text next to him actually says, put 5 force markers on your Vanguard circle. Your back row center rearguard becomes an Astral Plane. It's technically an Astral Plane marker, so yay. And you can now call Valkyrion to the Astral Plane. Why does it say this? Because Valkyrion's special. He's super special.
And so is that Astral Plane marker.
Yep, so here it is, Valkyrion and the Astral Plane. And as you can already notice, Valkyrion is a grade 5 with 70k power. Okay, so the fun part about Valkyrion is he comes with a set of rules. Like we said, he's a grade 5 with 70k power. He's part of your main deck. He's a Kree Elemental also. He cannot be ridden apparently, and if he's placed on anything other than an Astral Plane, he gets retired immediately. So that's fun. For the Astral Plane though, the Astral Plane is indicated with a marker. Only Genesis can open an Astral Plane. Units on Astral Plane can attack. And any unit other than Valkyrion is retired when placed on an Astral Plane. So only, fun stuff.
I think that the other unit than Valkyrion is probably going to change because I think they leaked the Vector Booster cover card and it looks like another Astral Plane unit. So I think that there's going to be multiple Astral Plane units.
We do not know. It's a secret, so it's gonna take a while to find out. But moving on, here's just a quick picture of how the thing works and looks. It's a new marker, so nothing, you just put in next to your markers in the marker pile in the G zone.
That marker looks so beautiful. I hope it's foil.
But you wanna guess how we get him? We get him in a trial deck. Yes,
This is
Uranus
trial-
and Valkyrion come in a trial deck.
Can I just say something? That whenever this is active, that your Vanguard is more than likely 63k, and this is going to be 70k, alongside 2 other rear guards swinging at you. Like, you better have 2 protect markers, or you're getting hit at least once.
Oh, very much so. And the fact that he comes in a trial deck, oof.
So these things are only going to get better than what this is showing. This is just the what do you call it? The
Icing on the cake.
no, not the icing on the cake. That's what happens when we get the VR and everything. No, this is just like the introduction to everything. Like this is like
Speaking
this is
of
what
the
it
VR.
can do, not what it will do.
Speaking of the VR, here's the actual set booster pack 7 that we're gonna get, featuring Genesis, Novgrappler, Nubatama, and Angel Feather. And as Alex was mentioning, this VR on the picture, we're assuming it's gonna be the VR, looks like another Astral Plane unit.
Yeah, because if you look into his wings, it still has that kind of starry Nyx field look, just like the what is it called, Valkyrion has.
Yep.
So there's a great chance that this is probably another astral unit. So
I believe that, but at the same time, I'm also believing that this is gonna be a Nova Raptor for some reason.
just too angelic looking. Like
Agreed.
there's like, if anything, it'd be Angel Feather in my opinion than Nova Grappler. But I really think it's gonna be Astral Plane just because of the Nyx field stuff. It's the cover card, and usually they save the cover card stuff like that for the main character. Since Shin's the main character, it fits even more so. Like, this is a great chance that this is just going to be another Astral card.
Also, can we just quickly talk about how Chrono's Dad looks like an escort?
I know, right?
Anyway, moving on. Release schedule. So, here's the release schedule. And since you can't read Japanese, I'll be reading this. So, of course, in September, we're going to get the trial deck for Genesis. In October, okay, so this is all Japanese, so give it 1 to 2 months for English.
Yeah.
In October, Genesis, Nova Grappler, Nubatama, and Age of Feather are going to get the booster pack. And then after that, it's all extra boosters. So in November, we're going to get an extra booster of Great Nature, Gold Belt, and Neonectar, which is probably going to be the antagonist team.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to get an extra booster of Bermuda Triangle, and yes, Bermuda Triangle, which means they're getting their pastrils and all that. I'll show a picture later. In January, we're going to get Shadow Belt and Murakami and Aquaforce, which is, you know, Valios, Vanquisher, Claret Sword. And then finally, they leaked that in February, we're going to get an extra booster with Gear Chronicle and 2 more clans. I have a theory, but I don't think it's going to hold. Never mind, I don't have a theory.
I can already tell what this is. You know why they don't want to cover it up? They're covering this up? It's because it's going to be Neonectar, Royal Paladin, and Gear Chronicle. It's going to be Team Tri-3. And this is the start of the year. This is the start of, where they're going to be bringing in Chrono.
I wanted to theorize that, but at the same time, I don't want to theorize that.
I mean, they're even bringing in the leaders, the nation leaders. So you have
True.
Kanazaki, you got the Ryuzuku or whatever, and the Aquaforce guy. They're setting it up, man. They're building to it. This is gonna be a short arc to show Shion and then set up for all this. And then right in February, we're going back into G. I'm calling
Yep, and before we move on, here's the Bermuda. We're getting Riviere, Pacifica, Coral, and Colorful Pastrel again.
Yeah.
And more. It says
So-
and more. Why
so-
more?
Because everybody that had all that support and got mad, you gotta make them happy somehow. This is how.
I mean, make Melody even better? Even more meta? Sure.
I don't-
Okay, I guess.
I don't think these are going to be Melody. These are probably going to be their own thing because Melody was built off of the anime that they built for Bermuda. This is based off of the old support, so it probably won't be Melody.
I think the Melody was part of Colorful Pastrel.
Oh yeah, I mean they're still going to get Melody stuff.
Oh yeah, but Riviera, Pacific, and Coral are gonna get their own shit.
But I can see them getting like the shaft of the set because they got so much to themselves the first set.
It's Bermudas. When have they got shafted?
Listen, anyways, the more important part about this is Bushiroad broke their cycle. They finally did it. Bermuda is getting support more than once a year.
Pretty much. Oh, okay. Moving on. Actually, that was it. That was it. I'm not gonna cover Vanguard Zero because Vanguard Zero is stupid.
And 1 second. I think here is the post from Black Rose talking about Booster said VBTO7 and confirming that Nubas are getting tokens. Let me double check this real quick.
I think it was a website link to the Bushiroad page that said that.
Yeah. It was the Japanese official Vanguard site, and somewhere in there they said that Nubatama was getting tokens. So,
fun stuff.
from word from the mouth, the beast itself. And that art looks even better at that angle of that dragon. So, but
okay, so can we just talk about this Astral Plane real quick for a little bit? Because what?
Go away. Sorry, notifications coming in.
I feel you.
Anyways, but yeah, so it's weird that it's cool that Genesis is only getting it, but it means wow. I mean, main character power creep a lot. The starting one is already at 70,000, and they could either all be 70,000, which is already still ridiculous, or they could get even stronger because it's grade 5. We got there.
I can already see Giza crying.
Yeah, Gize, back in G era, I was sitting here on the throne laughing. You'll never touch my power. Looks at V era around this time. They're like more than twice my power.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, grade 5. Where the fuck did they find grade 5?
Okay, I always want to say this, Bushy, if you're listening, just call it Stride. I know you wanted to make Stride without Stride. This is Stride. You have a unit that sets you up to work with this unit like a Stride bearer. You have a specific condition. Once that condition's met, you can play said card, which is a higher grade, which is unreachable, like a grade 4, like a Stride. It is Stride. Stop beating around the bush. Its power creep is even more than Stride.
I just want to know what the guy's gonna do because
it's even worse.
It's a secret.
It's even worse as his drive's even secret. It could be triple drive like a Stride.
No, I think the drive part is just gone for that unit. Because you're never gonna ride it.
I mean, I don't know. We don't know what's going on with this, Philip.
Agreed. Agreed.
It is so much of a mindfuck.
I mean, I know it says it can attack units on the astral marker can attack, but it never specified from the back row. So unless they specify,
So here's the funny part about this: is anytime we get future Genesis support now, we know that one of these damn things are coming.
Pretty much. I love how Genesis had a mechanic, and then Busher will figure out, oh, this mechanic's not gonna work, and they gave it a new one. The godly equip gauge.
Yeah. I'll watch them still try to support that. I'm calling it now. Like, there's gonna be like the sub-clan thing in the set, and it's gonna be that.
If it's that, I'm gonna build it, because then it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm building the Astral Plane crap, because that just looks like every bit of fun and like, style. Its flavor is on point, and I love it.
Okay, let's say perfect situation. You're at grade 2, I'm gonna go to grade 3, and I'm like, maybe have 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
I ride, I Soul Blast 2, I get a marker, I'm at 2. Oh look, I have this other grade 3, and I also have this guy that says reduce the cost by 3. I'm gonna call this, I'm gonna Soul Blast 2, and I'm gonna get another marker. I'm gonna call this grade 1 that says, hey, rest at counterblast and bounce that grade 2 back into my hand. I'm gonna call it again. Hey look, I'm already at 4. I just need one more grade 1 or one more grade 3 and I'm there.
My thing about this though is you're going through a lot of resources to do this, and we don't know that the effect might say anything about this yet or not. But as of the moment, it is still able to be touched by retire effects and bind effects. So you could just waste all these resources to get this big unit out, and then somebody just kill it.
Agreed, but at the same time, depending on what his effect does,
Exactly.
it could be just I win.
Exactly. Like we don't know what it is. Like the fact that it is that big of a power and that big of a grade, and it has an effect scares me. And that's a trial deck card. This dragon thing that we're more than likely is going to be another one is going to be even better. And then we're going to have a grade 3 VR that even makes it even easier to get these things out.
Now there is something that I saw, and I think it was Solomon that mentioned it. There's a speculation that every clan might, or some clans, might get not astral planes, but planes, in the sense of Great Nature getting a forest plane, or Neonectar getting, a garden plane, or something like that.
I mean, it would be really, really cool. But here's my problem with this. Well, I'll talk about how I feel like that needs to happen, because the power creep of the Genesis alone with that is just going to be outrageous.
Oh my god, wait, before you start that, can I just mention, 5 markers, OP unit, is this Exodia?
If it has a win con, yeah. Anyways, but no, the biggest problem I have with this is more of continuity. So all of these stuff they're going to be announcing for Nubatama, Angel Feather, and Genesis and all this, technically it happened 10 years before the era at the current time of the anime. So why do these units exist in these people's decks if they're generic support?
Question. Have you seen Genesis in the V era at all?
I mean, Genesis is the exception. But I'm
Have you
talking about
seen Great Nature other than the President playing it at all?
well, no, but
Have you seen Nubatama in the anime at all?
yeah,
Who?
the weird bullhead kid, the glasses, and the
Oh yeah, fuck.
look at this. We've seen Nova Grapplers.
But yeah, that's okay. Yeah. But those are different mechanics. Like the Astral Plane mechanic, the breaking mechanic, we've never seen in the anime.
I go, but I'm saying there was like, say all these other clans get that plane effect. Why couldn't those exist later on? That's why I don't see that happening.
Agreed.
But as much as I would like to see that be better, because then everything would be more unique and have its own kind of even more unique playstyle, but probably not going to happen.
No.
I think that's their way of saying, we don't want to give Genesis Soul Blast as a mechanic. Here, we'll just give them their own thing, which is going to be making these dimensions and bringing things out of different dimensions.
Oh, very much so. So is there anything else we want to cover?
I think that's about it. We've pretty much covered everything up and from last night. Unless was there a leak that happened last night alongside all this, or was it just the stream?
Central Arrestor.
Oh yeah, Central Arrestor. Yeah, that was the only thing else.
So yeah, I mean, other than that, all the dates for Bushiroad Championship Series have been out. Atlanta's going to be in October. We might go.
Hopefully by the time we do another one of these videos, you'll be back here, so we'll have back to our normal recording.
Hopefully.
Not having this makeshift nightmare that we're having to do with FaceTime.
Hey, it's working. Anyway,
It is working.
October 18th today. So, depending on when this video comes out on YouTube, we'll tell you how long I spent editing. I come back August 3rd, so that's about 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, I think we're gonna do this about maybe 1 or 2 more times.
Well, it depends on how big the leaks are between now and then.
Exactly, that's why I said
More-
1 or 2.
More than likely, we're going to have one, because we're going to have the Tuesday stream for whenever they reveal another big VR.
Oh yeah, they're gonna. I'm betting it's gonna be either Murakumo's or
Dark Regular.
DI's. Yeah.
I hope it's DI. I really want.
Shadow.
I really want to know what their plans are to do in the direction of Dark Regulars right now.
I mean, if it's just faster soul charge, the glass cannon build's gonna dominate.
I mean, so far, Yellow Bolt's an amazing card already. We're more than likely going to get Emblem Master because it came out around the same time. So he's probably the triple rare grade 2, if you get triple rare grade 2. Then we got this big guy, whatever he does, that's going to be a mystery.
I know Lon's gonna lose his shit if for any reason we get Ragey.
If they make Ragey, we're gonna hear the screams of Lon from far away.
There we go.
It's just gonna be one giant yeet.
Alright, I think that's it.
Yep.
You got anything else?
I'm good. I pretty much talked about how I want to talk about Vanquisher. I'm happy about that. Making Astral Plane, so expect that whenever it happens.
And I'm waiting for Claret Sword and all the other stuff, and Nova Grapplers and Astral Plane as well. And wow, we're gonna have a fun year. Oh yeah. So this was an interesting one. Alex got to be loud, I got to be quiet. This setup is still...
Yeah, especially if people were trying to message and call in.
Oh, very much. So I'm gonna have editing. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up there. Until next time, we'll see next time. It's either gonna be the same thing or, like Alex said, I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
But more leaks, more talk, more buzzing. Maybe even the secret effect finally leaked. Who knows?
Yep.
But yeah, until next time, I've been Philip,
This is Alex.
and we'll see you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Whoa!
The silent woo.
The silent woo.